श्रीनन्दनन्दन अभय चरण विंदरे। जाहू रे मन श्रीनन्दनन्दन अभय चरण रविंदरे। जाहू रे मन श्रीनन्दनन्दन अभय चरण रविंदरे। दुर्लभ मानव जन्म सत्संगे, दुर्लभ मानव जन्म सत्संगे, हरहु हे भव सिंधु रे, हरहु हे भव सिंधु रे। भजहु रे मन श्रीनन्दनन्दन अभय चरण रविंदरे। सीता तप पत परिजन ए दिन जामिनी जागिरे। सीता तप पत परिजन ए दिन जामिनी जागिरे। विफल से विनु कृपण दुराजन, विफल से विनु कृपण दुराजन, चपल सुख लब लागिरे, चपल सुख लब लागिरे। भजहु रे मन श्रीनन्दनन्दन अभय चरण रविंदरे। येदन यौवन पुत्र परिजन हिते कियाचे परतीति रे। येदन यौवन पुत्र परिजन हिते कियाचे परतीति रे। कमल दल जल जीवन टलमल, कमल दल जल जीवन टलमल। भजहु हरिपद नीति रे, भजहु हरिपद नीति।
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Danva pranam. Hare Krishna, Rangavali, Gopi Mataji. Danva pranam.
Hare
Hare
Ji,
Krishna.
Dhanyavad Pranam.
So we'll start with the Mangalacharan. Sashwin.
Om
Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurumilitam Tasme Shri Guruve Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhistam Sapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yudapadakamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Raghunatam Vitam Tam Sajivam
Shri Rupam Sagrajatam
Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Harijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna
Padam
Sagana Lalita Shri Vishakam He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate
Jagatpati
Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana
Gaura
Radhe Vrindaveshwari
Ishabhanu
Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vanchakalpayasya Kripasindhubhya eva cha Patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo namo namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Thank you very much, Sashwin. So today we are in 18:21. Yeah. So we'll read the text. Sashwin, would like to start?
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Rutakve सर्वेषु भूतेषु तज्ज्ञानं विधिराजसं हरि।
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much, Sashwin. Hare Krishna, Rangavali Gopi Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Mataji, will you read the translation, I mean the text, the Sanskrit one, line by line so that we repeat after you?
Yes, Mataji.
Thank you.
Tatvena tu yajnanam
Tatve natu yanam
nana bhavan pritak vidhan
Nanam Bhavan
veti sarveshu bhuteshu
Ved
सर्वेषु
भूतेषु
tadjnanam vidhirajasam.
तज्ज्ञानं विधिराजसम्
Pritatvena tu yajnanam
Pritagvena tu yajnanam
nana bhavan pritak vidhan
Nanam Pritagvidan
veti sarveshu bhuteshu
Ved
सर्वेषु
Sarveshu
भूतेषु
tadjnanam vidhirajasam.
Tadyanam
विधिराजसम्।
Thank you very much, Mataji. Hare Krishna, Ram Nam, Prabhu.
Horrible.
Will you please read the translation, the word by word translation, if you have the
Yes.
Gita with you?
Yeah. Pritakvena, because of division. Are you repeating?
Yes, yeah, we're going to repeat after you.
Pritakvena
Pritatvena,
because of division.
because of division.
Two, but.
Two, but,
Yat, which.
yat,
which
Jnanam, knowledge.
jnanam,
knowledge.
knowledge,
Nana bhavan, multifarious situations.
nana
Nana
bhavan,
bhavan,
multifarious
multifarious
situations.
situations.
Pritakvedan, different.
Pritagvidan, different.
Different.
Veti, knows.
Veti, knows.
Sarveshu, in all.
Sarveshu,
Sarveshu, in all.
Bhuteshu, living entities.
Bhuteshu,
Bhute,
living
living
entities.
entities.
Tat, that.
That,
That,
Jnanam, knowledge.
jnanam, knowledge.
knowledge.
Vidhi, must be known.
Vidhi,
Vidhi
must be
must
known.
be known.
Rajasam, in terms of passion.
Rajasam, in terms of passion.
Passion.
Thank you very much, Prabhu. Arya Govinda Prabhu, will you please read the translation?
Sure, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Translation. That knowledge by which one sees that in every different body, there is a different type of living entity you should understand to be in the mode of passion. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Hare Krishna. Vishaka Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Mataji, do you have the Gita with you?
Yes, I have, but I have to. Is it 1821 today?
1821, yes.
Yes. We just go on there.
Yeah, for the puppet.
You want me to read the proper? Okay, give me
Yes,
a
please,
minute.
Mataji. Yeah.
21. Yeah. Okay, so I'll read the proper 1821. The concept that the material body is the living entity and that with the destruction of the body, the consciousness is also destroyed is called the knowledge in the mode of passion. According to that knowledge, bodies differ from one another because of the development of different types of consciousness. Otherwise, there is no separate soul which manifests consciousness. The body is itself the soul. and there is no separate soul beyond the body. According to such knowledge, consciousness is temporary, or else there are no individual souls. But there is an all-pervading soul which is full of knowledge, and this body is a manifestation of temporary ignorance. Or beyond this body, there is no special individual or supreme soul. All such conceptions are considered products of the mode of passion. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much, Mataji. Hare Krishna, Path Prabhuji.
Yes, Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, how should we go about it? Should I hand it over to you?
No, it's supposed to be everyone is here and supposed to give their realization. It's very not too hard, not too technical, and also Prabhupada giving the purport everything clear. Please try to all the devotees giving their some realization, so it will be helpful for everyone. After that, I will be do if anything is possible.
Okay. So, Haribol, anyone with comments, realizations?
So I just want to say most people in this world think in this manner. They think that once the body is gone, everything is finished. And that's what I think this purport is trying to tell us, that, when somebody thinks in that mode, then they are just foolish, I think. So they are in the mode of passion. That's what I understand. Sorry, Haribol. Krishna.
Yes, Mataji, right. You are absolutely right. So that now this world is full of the passionate people. Everybody is passionate, everything. So they are thinking that on the bodily, like they think that the bodily concept, not soul consciousness, body consciousness. So that you may see there are so many organizations are built up to keep you up fit the body, not in the soul. So this is right. Hare Krishna.
So they are looking after their bodies only. It's all about enjoy this moment, be merry as it's going to end. That's the concept at the moment. Be happy, enjoy, and be merry, and that's that, because life is too short.
Yes. This is the thing. It's 100% right. Also, our present material education also teaches like that. So whatever we are now, maybe education or our past activity or something, we maybe 99.9% population of this world are in this bodily concept. Only 1% they are thinking about inside the body, which resides in the body. This is the better.
Hare Krishna, maybe, okay. Just go ahead, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Yeah, since I think time immemorial, we are bound up in this cage of material bodies, birth after birth, and mostly we are coming in the bodily concept of life. That's why we are still taken this human form of life to enjoy the material material aspects of the body. So hence we are taken birth. Otherwise, we would not have taken birth. And then still we are seeing everything is for my enjoyment, and then everything around me is for my enjoyment, and not beyond that. So in that concept, most people are there, and hence this chaotic condition of imbalance between everything is created. The poor and the rich, and the poor animals are slaughtered, and then there's no conscious concept of universal brotherhood. Although Prabhupada used to mention that you have United Nations, United Nations is Prabhupada used to say it is useless, because if you are not united consciously as souls, then you are not united. You're not united at all. Just it's a United Nations of cats and dogs. Then you just fight with each other, and then there's no unite. So if you want to be united, you have to be united in consciousness, and then see beyond the bodily concept of life, and then go to the spirit. But unfortunately, as said in this verse, most of us think that we are still this body, because this is deep rooted. I mean, this is not easy to come out, actually, as Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita also. This is not very easy to come out also, because it's been this material activity we have been engaged in millions and millions of births. So hence, it's to remove it in one birth, it's also not easy. I mean, except for the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Prabhupada, we wouldn't have even thought of even coming to this understanding that I'm not this body. I'm a spirit soul, and then I'm part and parcel of of Krishna. And then my only aim, and then my only work is to please Krishna. And then if he is satisfied, and then by satisfying him, just as Prabhupada used to give example of a plant and the roots. If you no matter how much water you put on the leaves, unless you water the roots, you just cannot satisfy the plant. So once, just like also, if you're eating, then once the stomach is satisfied, all the parts of the body are satisfied. So this concept is unless we come to Bhagavad Gita as it is, and then unless we come into this Krishna conscious organization, it's impossible to know. That's what I feel. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. I totally agree, Prabhuji, that we wouldn't even know. I have to admit, I was actually amongst that percentage of the population who are not aware. So it is by the mercy of Mahaprabhu, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and Srila Prabhupada that at least we've got an idea, and we know now that we are a soul and not this body. Any other realizations? Peter Muli, Prabhuji, I can see that you're unmuted. Do you have anything to say?
Hare Krishna, I just joined, sorry. Let me just listen first.
Right, thank you, Prabhu. Any other realizations? Then maybe we can hand over to you, Path Prabhuji.
Yes, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much to giving me this opportunity. I'm so grateful in presence of all the incredible devotees here. We are so grateful to all of you. Hare Krishna. So today we are discussing the chapter 18, the perfection of renunciation, and we are on text number 21. Pruthaktena tu yajnanam nana bhavan pruthak vidhan veti sarveshu bhuteshu tadjnanam vidhirajasam. That knowledge by which one sees that in different body there is a different type of living entity, you should understand to be in the mood of passion. So today we are discussing about the mood of passion. Yesterday already we discussed the mood of goodness, the text number 20, the mood of goodness, how the different type of people, already we know all the type of peoples are divided into three types according their mental speculation, according their mental ability. One is mood of goodness, mood of passion, and mood of ignorance. So yesterday, I'm just giving the glimpse of the yesterday topic about. So yesterday it was telling that knowledge by which one undivided spirit nature is seen in all living entity, though they are divided into innumerable forms, you should understand to be in the mood of a goodness. How a people a mood of a goodness? He saw the soul in everybody's heart. He is in the mood of a goodness. Although he knows the soul is one, but he is divided innumerable form, a lot of form, innumerable form, and that soul is, although it is undivided, but it is divided, and it is situated in everybody's heart, so that he is seen, the soul in everybody's heart. Like yesterday already, Prabhuji discussed. Also, we discussed about that, like Vidya Vinay Sampanne Brahmane Gabi Hastini Suniche na Supake cha Pandita Samadarshini. So Pandita Samadarshina, who is the Pandit, who is actually the learned one, he is see equal vision in everyone. It's not like that he is very inferior, I am superior, he is from India or China or USA or UK, he is Africa, not like that. Everybody is same in his vision. Even not that one in a human being. Also he's telling about Sunichena Supakecha. Even the ant, the creature, the insects, the trees, the creepers, everything, he is seen in a same level. So you just think about it, how it is a very highly elevated level. We have also not such type of consciousness. We think, oh, this animal is a very lower creature, we can kill them, we can hurt them, we can beat them. So many things. We also, sometimes we harass the animals and other creatures, unnecessarily we pluck this one, trees, branches. But a consciousness people, he know every living entity, there is the abhibhaktam vibhakte. So what is undivided, but it's divided in everybody's. So he's thinking, what is inside my body? If I feel something, if I cutting my finger or something, I'll feel pain. Also this thing, also this creature also feeling pain because the soul is inside it. So that person is called in the mood of goodness because he have equal vision, not only human being, every living entity, all the living entity, even the dog is a chandal, even a brahman, even a cow, even elephant, even a small creature, even ant, everything, all living entity, he sees there is the soul inside his body. So he is in equal vision and he is equally, his post in such a situation, he established himself, he sees everything is equal. There is nothing is superior and nothing is inferior. So that is the mood of goodness. He see everything is equal. All the living entity, not only human being, all the living entity, it means 8.4 millions of pieces are the creature, are the son or are the created by the Lord. So there is no inferior, no superior, every living entity. So that is a highly elevated stage, we can understand. He has a samadrushti, it means equal vision, so that he did not hurt anyone or not harmful to anyone. This one. And now we are talking about the text number 21, about the mood of passion. How the mood of passion? What is his characteristics? What is he? That knowledge by which one sees that in different body, there is a different type of living entity. You should understand to be in the mood of passion. He thinking, oh, on different body, there is different living entity. That means he is in the bodily consciousness, in the bodily platform. He is not elevated. But the first one is elevated. He is not in bodily consciousness. Although he have a monkey body, he has a donkey body, he has a chicken body, he has a human body, he has a cow body, but he is not seen outside. He just see what is inside. He saw the soul is inside it. Only the bodily feature is different. The manufacturing, like make, is different. But the body, the soul, who is the powerful part in this entire body, he is inside it. But here it is telling, oh, that is body, this is human body. Or that is a cow's body. This is a goat body. This is a fish body. This is a tree body. This is a bird's body. This is an animal's body. He's just thinking about bodily consciousness. He have no such knowledge. He have no such type of a qualification to go beyond it. He didn't see because he have no elevated, such elevated. He did not see what is this behind the body. Everybody we knows this body is just outer part and it is made of equal elements. That is called Panchabhuta. There are 5 gross elements like air, water, earth, air, water, fire, and ether. This is a 5 basic element. Is also earthy, is also a human being, or also animal or tree and everything. Maybe some percentage is more and less, but the basic ingredients same. And after finish this body, also we are also ruined, and also tree also ruined, also a president also ruined, and also small ant also ruined, and it is finished. And again we are taking another birth and birth. So this bodily concept is like, but most of the like Visakha is telling, most of the people we are in this world are in the bodily consciousness. Only bodily platform. We have no such thinking about the beyond that body. We have so many, we are doing so many exercise, so many work, only for the fulfillment of the bodily needs. How many people are there really serious about the soul? Everything we are doing since day to night, since longs after year after year after year, since so many long years, we are just doing everything for the keep feed this body, only for the fulfill the demand of the body. I'm so hungry, so just put some food, give some food to the stomach. I am weak, so give some medicine. I am not healthy, do some exercise. I am not look good, go to the beauty parlor. Or so many things we are doing. Why? For the keep the body fit only. There is no any other thing. Because why? Because we have no such cultivation. We have not so much knowledge beyond the body. Because also in another point also Prabhuji telling, with the millions of years, in the since time immemorial, we are just dealing with this body and we are in the bodily platform. Like for example, a person or a student who is in the primary level and he have no so much qualified, we cannot teach them the higher philosophy because he have no such type of a capacity to observing this knowledge. He is in the lower stage. Similarly, we are in the lower stage. We are all are bounding in this circle of the bodily consciousness, so that we day and night working hard, day and night, everything you can see about the fulfillment of body. We are making relations. While which relation? The bodily generated relations. He is my daughter, my son, my husband, my wife, my nephew, so many things. Only the bodily concept. How many people are joined in this world about his soul? I just attach with that soul. That is very rare. Because since time immemorial, we forget our consciousness and we are in bodily platform. So that Prabhupada, when went in America many times, you can see in the Prabhupada Lambu, right? He wrote many times. He just scolded with scientists and lectures. You have so many departments in your university. You have economics, physics, chemistry, biology, and so many things. You have also orthopedic, you have eye department, neurosurgery, pediatrics. So where is the, you are just thinking, you have invest all your energy and time to just keep your body and bodily part fit and cure this bodily some injury. But what is your knowledge and what is the most important part in the body? Is soul. Where is the department of soul? Nothing. Because we are not such qualified, we are not such elevated, so that we can thinking about the soul. This is our misfortune, that we have not such, we are not getting such type of knowledge about it. Although in our ancient culture, our ancient shastra, everything is there, but we are not such type of guided by our parents or our grandparents or our educational system also. Everything is based on how you keep your body fit, how you enjoy your bodily concept, and how you getting everything to keep your body fit. Like this is also easily available in the animal's life. The bodily need, like eating, sleeping, mating, and defending. If you are a highly qualified, we are a highly qualified doctor, we are a businessman and everything, or we are very such energetic and very valuable person, we are also doing the same thing. Also, another hand, who is non-educated, like dogs and cats, also doing the same thing. They are also enjoying, they are also produce children, they are also going to sleep, they are also happy with their society, and we are also the same. What is the difference between them and us? They are also in bodily consciousness because they have no such elevated stage. Also the same thing, we are also in the same stage because we are also not such elevated. Because we are since a time memorial, we forget who is the most important in our body, who is moving our body, who is the main creator of the body. By his presence, we are alive, we are active, we are responding, we are doing something. But we forgot that one. Also, our modern education also teaches like this, how to enjoy, how to material success in this world. So this is the thing. So what happened? So in that education or in that qualification or in this our society, in our circumstance, we know this is how to bodily, we are in the bodily consciousness. So that we thinking, oh, that is his body. That is just cows. That is just a goat, a chicken or hen or a fish. This is thing. Just got this one, just kill this one, no problem. Because this is a bodily consciousness, and they think there is nothing beyond that body. When body is finished, everything is finished. This is the thing. The concept that the material body is the living entity, and that with the destruction of the body, the consciousness is also destroyed. You're telling there is nothing beyond it. Just body is finished, everything. You are just getting this body, you are just enjoy it. You just fulfill your dreams, doing this, doing that. And after finish that one, there is nothing. Like in India also, we many times discuss in a class, there is a Charvak, there is a Nastik. He telling, like Irunang Prutya Ghutam Pibet, Jibat Jabat Jibat Sukham Jibat. It means you can enjoy your life any by hook or crook. Whenever your life is there, you can just enjoy. And another thing also I forgot. You're telling, like after death, who knows what will happen? Where you go? So why you worried about it? You just enjoy. Whatever, by hook or crook, you can murder someone, you can loot someone, you can do any other nonsense job. It's no problem. You just enjoy yourself. That is the, also many philosophers are there and many followers also there, because it is very easy. Like we are talking about the Shreya and prayer. What is a prayer? Which is easily available and giving the pleasure in the moment. The same moment is prayer. If somebody is telling, oh, Guru is telling, whatever you are doing, you can enjoy anything. You can eat fish, you can eat meat, you can go to the club, you can take alcohol, everything. It is very good dharma. It is very good religion. Let's come, because there is no boundary, no burden. Oh, to do this one, not do that one, not do that one. It's very good. So this is the philosophers and also is the followers also available to this fulfill this one, because their thinking is like that. It does not mean they are the highly stage. According to the Krishna, according to the text number 21, they are in the mood of passion. They have no such type of education to thinking beyond the body. And another he's telling, according to that knowledge, bodies differ from one another because of the development of the different types of consciousness. They are telling they have no consciousness. Also, when I was in Kisumu, one of the in a temple, there is an advocate. He's a very great advocate in that time, very popular. Then we have some discussion. Then telling we can kill the cows because they have no consciousness. I mean, who taught to know of consciousness? They are feeling, they are reacting. Everything he's eating, he's digesting, he produces children. No, they are lower consciousness. I mean, how you measure the lower and higher consciousness? Consciousness is consciousness. That is the symptoms of the soul. It means you have a soul, and you have also soul. How can you kill the cows? Who giving you permission? No, they are inferior. He told me. I mean, how can you judge he's inferior or you are superior? If somebody is coming, for example, you're telling the cow is inferior so that you can kill, and you are superior, you're thinking yourself superior. Now the president of Kenya is coming and telling, I am the president, I am the superior than you, then you are the inferior, I will kill you and I will eat you. Is it possible? Then he did not do any answer, but telling, oh, since our padri told to doing that one. That is not the proper, authentic way you are doing that one. Because they are thinking like that, they have no the consciousness. There is different type of a consciousness. But the thing, according to the Bhagavad Gita, there is nothing different type of consciousness, different type of body, but different, not different type of consciousness, not different type of a soul. Soul is one. Although it is undivided, but it is divided in different parts, different body, different type of body, but not different type of soul. Otherwise, there is no separate soul which manifests consciousness. The body is itself the soul, and there is no separate soul beyond the body. They're thinking the body is the soul. There is nothing beyond the body. The thing is that because they have no such type of consciousness, they are not highly elevated, so they are thinking it is the best. Whatever I'm telling, that is the best. But they are best. They are all the knowledge. They are all the experiment is close in the bodily conceptness. So they are not thinking what is beyond on earth. So they are in that level. So, or beyond that body, there is no special individual or supreme soul. All such consciousness concepts are considered produce of the mood of passion. Who is in the bodily concept? He thinking there is nothing beyond it. If a person is telling, because he is just, for example, he is coming to the Kenya and see this one Nairobi only, and he did not know any other part. He thinking, no, there is nothing. Kenya is there is only Nairobi, only one. There is nothing else. Now what shall to do? Because his concept is like that. He have no knowledge about other cities. He don't visit that one. Similarly, these people also, they are in the bodily concept net. They have no higher education. They have no such type of knowledge to go beyond the body. So who is in the bodily concept? They are called the mood of a passion. So yesterday already we discussed about the mood of a goodness, who sees even the different, who sees the soul in different body, and all are equal. That he is called the mood of goodness. Now we are just reading and just understanding that one. The person who sees the different part of body, different types of a body, and they're thinking the body is all in all. There is nothing around the body, and after body finish, there is no soul, nothing else. So he is in the mood of a passion. Hare Krishna. I conclude the session here. If any question or any comment or any suggestion, please welcome. Hare Krishna. Yes, Soni Mataji. Any comment or any suggestion, please?
Do you have any comments, please, or questions? Maybe not, Prabhuji, then maybe we can end the session. Yeah,
Okay, we will end this session. We have
yeah,
newcomers like
yes, yeah.
Pawan Kumar. Maybe if I'm not wrong, he's the branch manager in Bank of India in Eldoret branch.
Alright. Oh,
Thank you very much, Prabhuji, for your presence in this group, and also Madhavi Chitroda. Maybe. Thank you very much, Madhavi, for your presence, and Ravi Chitroda, Madhavi Chitroda. Thank you very much. We are so grateful for your presence. Yeah, if there is no any
yeah.
question or comment, I think it is
Uh,
very
Hare Krishna. So for the new participants, we meet every day at 8 o'clock, same link until early next year. And then maybe then we can get, maybe then we change. So you're welcome to join. Yeah, every day, same time, same link. Over to you, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining here. Please unmute yourself and chant Hare Krishna mantra for glorification of His grace. Srila Prabhupada. Please join. Hare Krishna.
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Ram.
Hare
Hare Rama,
Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare.
Hare Hare.
Vancha
Jai Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai.
All glorious devotees ki jai. All assembly devotee ki jai.
Jai.
Vancha Kripa Sindhuvya eva cha Patitanam
Ananta Koti Vaishnava.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Same time, same link.
Rama, please.
Hare Krishna. I'll end the session now.